guys. Open up questions.
I know it's been a few months since you've been able to talk to you. How you enjoyed your stay back in Lexington and coaching in this district?
I've been really enjoying myself. We've got a great group of young men that are working extremely hard, and just excited to see their growth every day, and excited to see where this takes us.
With Jacob and Lance out, what is this team missing that those guys can provide whenever they are healthy?
Those guys are unique. They bring a certain toughness, a different energy. Not that we're missing it, but it's something that they add to our team, which is a great luxury to have when you have the kind of depth that we do have. But it's given Bryce and Damian an opportunity to come out and get some great experience and playing time now with going up against some other guys. So it's going to benefit us down the road. This long season, injuries is part of what we have to deal with in athletics, and they've been great in terms of stepping up and doing what we've asked of them.
Specifically about Bryce, what have you seen from his development? It seemed like he was exceeding expectations early, then he got hurt, and then maybe stepped back a little bit.
Not necessarily that he stepped back, it's that some of those other guys had stepped up, and it's given Bryce an opportunity to get better defensively, understand our schemes, get in better shape, and I think he still has a really bright future, and he's doing a lot of good things, and this time has helped him.
We've been in an era for a decade or so where it's a three-pointer or a dunk, or take it to the basket. Not a lot of mid-range jumpers anymore. What's it say about Keon and maybe other guys who say, hey, I can't hit that one, but I can hit this one?
I think that's something that we bring a little different. Not only just Keon. I mean, obviously Keon had a great game where he can hit those long extended twos, but Ty's done a great job, and it's an area that we focused in on our guards to be able to get to some of those runners, which is where we see the game is going back to. Yeah, you had those extremes in previous years, but when you can get to that little mid-range area and throw the little floater or get to the 1-2 dribble pull-ups, when you don't necessarily have to get all the way to the basket and put yourself at risk of charging, getting your shot blocked or anything like that, gives us an opportunity, even on those missed shots, to be able to go in and rebound so that, we can help Oscar get another 20 rebounds.
You have to break the will of some players who just say, man, I don't want an 18-footer. I want to shoot a 23-footer or do something different they're not accustomed to.
No, I mean, we still want to take good shots. It's what we try to teach them. And wherever that comes, in rhythm, in stride, whether that be a 23-footer, we've seen Ty shoot a couple of those as well, but in rhythm, or just to get into, like Keon was able to do, get into, the 17, 18-foot shot that's comfortable and you're in rhythm, and it's a shot that we practice every day.
You said the dynamic seems to be changing with regard to taking it to. Is block charge one of the main reasons?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely is the main reason. It's a big. It's one of the reasons. Obviously, in teams that have shot blockers there, it ends in the same result, which is another opportunity for the team to get a different. You lose a possession. So we don't want to give teams extra possessions, and this is another added tool that our guys can have in their toolbox.
Speaking of 20 rebounds, where is Oscar in terms of developing a low post game?
It's funny, Jerry, because Oscar was and has always had a low post presence. And with us wanting to expand his game a little bit, he's been able to show that 17-foot jump shot. But we still don't want it to negate his strength, which was being able to score around the basket. So it's just a matter of getting him back comfortable with playing with his back to the basket again, and then looking for opportunities for him to get touches around the basket, because he's a presence in there and can cause a lot of problems, and also allows him to draw some fouls and put people in foul trouble and get to the free throw line, which he's a pretty good free throw shooter as well.
For any team, how important is a low post presence?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. You have to have an inside presence, because on certain nights you're not going to be able to make shots. You're going to have to rely on your defense. You're going to have to rely on getting easier baskets, which may be scoring off your defense or going into the post. So, those are the games that you shoot 70% from three and from the floor. Those are great, right? But we know that's not realistic. And in order to get to where we want to try to get, we've got to be preparing for those rough games that the ball isn't going in quite honestly, and we have to get easy baskets off of our defense or in the post or in the paint. And not necessarily just the post, but in the paint.
I noticed, I think it was before the Ohio game, warming up, you were working with him on each block.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, when in the games, I can't quite figure out when he gets the ball, what he's thinking about attempting to do, like up and under or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe what is his?
Well, you're noticing the same issues that we're noticing and we're watching on tape, is that he's got a lot going on in his head, right? It's to simplify it. You don't need to be overcomplicated. Just get to a spot, get to your hooks. And once they figure out how to stop that, then you counter it. And that's it. Shouldn't have 13 things going in your head. I'm going to up and under, step through, I'm going to dance. No, we're not doing all that. Just keep it simple, get to a spot, be strong and explosive. So he's just trying to keep that to a minimum so that his head is not cluttered.
How good are his teammates in feeding him the ball in the post? And how good is he as establishing a target? So like, here's my left hand, throw it.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I mean, he's strong, he's wide, and he knows how to leverage. And so our guys are doing a good job when the opportunities are there to get him the ball. And he just got to keep seeking those opportunities. And, we look to try to continue to build off that.
You worked with Kofi, correct, in Illinois?
Yes.
I haven't seen him play, but what kind of low post game does he have, and how does it compare to us?
He's a big boy.
I know that.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and he's doing great. He had he had a great game last night, and so when you have big bodies that way, you want to learn how to leverage it. You got to get low, you got to run, work for positioning early, do your work early, those kind of things, and not just with Oscar, but also working with Lance on some of those things, and even Damian, even though he may be a little bit more frail of stature, but just figuring out and understanding the timing of when to post. You don't want to get in there mud wrestle like Oscar. Oscar can mud wrestle. Damian's not going to mud wrestle. He's going to use quickness, element of surprise, angles, anticipation, those kind of things. So those are some of the things that we're trying to teach those guys to incorporate into their game.
It seemed like against Ohio, Bryce really thrived when he was forced kind of into the post a little bit more because of the foul trouble situation. Where is he in that part of his game versus playing on the perimeter, which it seemed like where you all wanted him to play?
Bryce has a unique game. He's got a lot of versatility to his game because he's so skilled, and he is 6'7", 220. So he can play both inside and outside. He can handle the ball. He's got great touch. Our challenge to him is to continue to get him to stay motored up, keep after it on the defensive side and rebounding, and let the rest of the game come to him. But he's someone that you certainly can throw in the post and post him, or you can have him out on the perimeter where he can handle the ball, make shots, and make plays for other guys. You've seen him rebound the ball in games and bring it down and be able to make good decisions. He's capable of all of that. It's just a matter of him continuing to feel confident, develop, and get himself in the best shape possible so that when his opportunity arises, he can maximize those chances.
In your playing days, how much low post play did you do?
I was a center in high school, Jerry, and then had to learn how to become a wing. So I've always had a feel in the post, and then started to have to develop my outside game and shooting. I didn't shoot a three till I got to college, so I had to work to get. I got a bunch of guys that blame me a lot for their turnovers, but I was in the post. I wasn't handling the ball.
Speaking of turnovers, how do you feel like Ty has kind of progressed from game to game? Early on, the shot wasn't falling, but the last couple of games, it seems like he's found ways to pick his spots and kind of just slow the game down.
Yeah, Ty is very unique for a young player because he has this certain poise to him where he doesn't rush the game. He lets the game come to him. He's not trying to seek it. He goes into the flow of the game. If you guys have noticed, at times you think, okay, he may not look like he's running hard, he may not look like this, and all of a sudden he's got 20. You know, he just lets it come to him, and that's a great attribute to have for a young player and a guard. But when it comes down to when we need to make some plays, he's the guy that's going to be making some plays for us. You know, his continuing to grow and get comfortable and feel, and the chemistry that he and Xavier have, and some of those other guys have with him, is just starting to flourish and starting to show. You know.
How unusual challenge to challenge to him as you guys continue to get more usage, more responsibility on it?
He's got to continue to defend. He's got to continue to push. He's got to get in great shape because we're going to demand a lot of him. You know, he's earned the right to be starting and playing the way he's playing, and we're gonna need to continue to lean on him. So he's got to make sure that he's in great shape.
How unusual is it for any freshman or any player to let the game come to him as opposed to forcing the issue?
It's rare, special. That's why when you see someone doing it, it stands out because the instinct is to want to try to make an impact right away, right? He's got all these accolades, he's got all this hype coming to him, and you want to try to put your stamp on the game, and sometimes that becomes a detriment to the team, and he doesn't allow that. He just flows with the team and the guys. It just adds to the great chemistry that our team has.
Cal talks about these being tune-up games to a degree, and I know you don't want Oscar in foul trouble, but what have you learned about your team when he's off the court? Because Cal says we need him on the court.
Well, we've learned that some other guys can get in there and mix it up. Obviously, it gave Damian and Bryce an opportunity. Keon has much improved in that area as well. You know, when we get Lance and Jacob back, those guys will also be in the mix in terms of going and doing some of the same things that Oscar does. Now, Oscar's unique, obviously. He's got a gift of anticipation and his motor to pursue balls, and once he gets those vice grips on them, it's hard to take it away from him. But you know, our guys go up against him every day, so they're learning from him, they're challenging him, and in that regard, you know, iron sharpens iron, so they're becoming better at it as well.
Cal said a few times that you all need Dante. What exactly do you need from him? I mean, there's a bunch of other shooters on this team. What role does he need to fill?
Dante needs to be the best version of himself, which is being himself, getting himself prepared to catch and shoot balls, and he's getting better defensively for us. You know, spending a lot of time watching the film, positioning himself before the guys catch the ball so he doesn't catch him by surprise and he stays in an athletic stance and those kind of things. So, you know, we're going to need everybody on this team to be able to, when their name gets called, to step in and produce.
Speaking off that, given how well Kellen's been shooting this year, are you guys trying to encourage him more to shoot when he gets the opportunities, just based off of screens or catch and shoot? Because it seems like a couple times in the All-Me game, he might have hesitated for a second.
Yeah, Kellen's a smart player, a veteran player, and you know, I'm not sure how much you're going to tell a guy that's has 2,000 points on take those opportunities when they're there, and when you feel like you can make them, shoot them. You know, I think it's another luxury that we have on this team to have a guy that's a veteran that's not going to try to force shots, but will knock them down and make plays when he has them.
Why do you think you guys have been so effective rebounding? Is rebounding just an effort thing, or is it a technique thing, or what is it?
It's a combination of all those. It's a combination of will, it's a combination of skill, and it's a combination of want to. And again, with our guys having to battle with Oscar every day, it elevates everybody's ability to go rebound. And you know, that's an area that we want to continue to keep setting a benchmark on. You know, I think right now we're one of the top in the country. We want to keep that. That's limiting teams to opportunities and us getting second and third opportunities. We want to try to have as many opportunities as we can so that we can win.
Well, you've had to work probably a little harder as a team to shake some of these teams that you've played at home. Probably harder than most fans would have anticipated. They expect you to blow away the doors off in the opening tip. And there have been extenuating circumstances with foul trouble and all that. in a way, it's a good thing that you're having to learn on the fly, how to deal with different styles, foul trouble here and there, and guys aren't hitting it, some guys are.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's what the season brings, is what the challenges of the game brings, and for us to learn about our team, for us to learn how to win in different situations when different guys need to step up. You know, winning is really, really hard. You know, and I know our fans may not think that, but it's really, really hard. Whether you win by 1 or you win by 30, we just want to keep adding them on to the left-hand side of the column.
Which side of the coin do you look at? You want to win by 30, you want to beat the doors off people, like Dick said, but it's also something to be said if you win by 5 or 6 or 7 early, to learn how to deal with those tight ball games.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what Coach was referencing in terms of, like, you know, tune-up games and playing a team, you know, with the caliber of an Ohio team that was an NCAA team with veteran guys that know how to win, that you have to go and beat, right? They're not going to let you win. You have to beat them, and so you means you have to execute. You've got to finish plays. You got to be assignment sound on your defensive principles and all those things. And that's what you want to see, especially this early on. You know, usually you're getting some of that stuff in mid to late December.
North Florida's 1-5. That suggests 2-0 game. What do you?
Does that suggest that to you? It's the next opportunity for us to get better, Jerry. Honestly, and we're not looking at. We're respecting our opponents, but it's an opportunity for our team to grow and get better. There's areas of our game that we need to keep getting better, tightening up, to prepare for where we want to try to go. And they just happen to be the next opponent on our schedule.
Well, there's been a lot of speculation about what Shaden Sharp can do when he gets here. What do you think realistic expectations should be for a guy that talented but is coming into a team facility?
You know what? That's a question I think that Cal can answer. We're extremely excited that he's going to be here with us to get acclimated to our culture, to get to be working out, and it's another guy that's going to be able to push us in practice and get used to the strength and conditioning program and the nutritional program and all that stuff. And then what happens from there, you know, I think it's anybody's guess.
I'm wondering, Carter Hendrickson, I think he leads North Florida in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
How does he strike you as an opponent?
He's a good player. He's a good player. We know that there's a kid that's coming home. You know, I know that Coach Valentine will be here to support his former pupil. And, you know, he's a kid that's shooting the ball extremely well, great size, physical. And, you know, he's someone that we know that's going to come in and try to have a good game for him. He's a big part of their team. So.
I got some there for the players. Just a heads up, they
I cannot say anything about Bob Hopkins. He was a good coach. He coached me and he did everything for me, trying to help me. But I have no comment I can say about that.
Oscar, what does it mean to you that after those comments, your teammates stood up for you the way they did, and Coach Cal obviously did as well, but they were pretty quick to say that you worked hard and you fought and took hard coaching?
You can talk. You can see when you say somebody's not working hard. That thing it can carry you to everywhere you go. If my teammate they say Oscar is working hard, coach you say we love Oscar, Oscar's working hard. That means and it's not like people just saying, as you can see in a game too. I don't give it up. I don't do anything. I just fight out there. I go out and fight. It is so hard to say somebody's not working hard by seeing the stuff I'm doing in the basketball court, trying to help my team to win. I don't care about myself. There's a game I'm in foul trouble. You see me in the sideline over there in the bench screaming when my teammate do some good, screaming in defense, bring a lot of different energy. I'm not a selfish person. If I see I'm not doing good, I try to bring energy to help somebody else to do good. So we want to win. That's the only thing that matters about me. I'm not a selfish person. And if even you see when I catch the ball, I don't force the things. I just do what I can do to help a team. Double team came, I kick it out. Some stuff I just do to help my team. I'm not about myself. It's all about team for me.
Coach Gale said that your strength is 255 pounds.
Right.
But he sort of implied that the referees see that as a disadvantage, that, you know, giving the other guy the business, how does that play out?
It is like some players, especially guard, when they run out to me, sometimes I just think like they run out to me and they do like that. The referee see that, they always call, they think like I'm the one moving screen, do some stuff, but the guard, the flapping, they faking out. That's what coach was talking about. Like he said, Oscar just big and stronger. You cannot kill him by little stuff like that. That's why you guys gotta pay attention, you gotta watch. Stuff like that, I'm not letting that affect me. I'm not letting that make me become weak and the stuff I do, I gotta just keep doing my best. Keep doing my best, and I think I'm doing good. I know team is gonna come at me. I know people gonna talk, some teams gonna put 2, 3 people to box me out, take me out in the paint for not getting rebound. But I'm not letting them to do that. I'm not letting anybody to stop me how I play. They can make it plans how they can stop me, but I'm not letting anybody stop me. The only thing I gotta be careful is sitting on the bench. That's the only thing you can stop me with, sitting on the bench. But I think I'm doing good. When the people, like I told my teammates, because I played my freshman year, I rebound everything. Timmy came out with, start putting 2, 3 people on me to bite me out, push me out on the bank. Then that's what is a great opportunity for my teammates. Like, we good, because I know Keon is going for rebound. Tata, everybody in the basketball court, they just go for rebound. I love that. So now the team, when they put 3 people on me, then the rest of my teammates, they're going to stay get the ball. Now they're going to figure it out. So what should we do? Now, coach said, just box him out. Just go box you guys out. So then that will help out for me again, keep doing exactly the same thing. I'm loving in this team, and I'm enjoying, I'm having fun, because we love each other as brothers, and we want to help each other.
Oscar, you said a little bit earlier that you didn't used to have much of a jump shot recently. Have you developed that part of your game?
A jump shot, I shoot a lot in the practice. Coach was getting mad of me when I was not taking the shot. Jump shot has got better, a lot better. And the only thing I needed to build, it was just confidence. The confidence was the only thing I needed to build for my jump shot. But now my confidence is coming back. Back in my old school, I was not allowed to shoot. You shoot the ball, you coming out. You gotta make it. If you don't make it, so you coming out. So I have not that competition anymore. Coach say, you here, you shoot the ball, you make it, you miss it, it's not the end of the world. Go back and play hard defense, you're good. So that builds more confidence for me, and I think I'm doing really good. And I'm thankful for everything God has done for me. I wish I had something I can give back to the community for what God has done for me. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the program we have is by the grace of God, and everything we're doing right now is by the grace of God. So I'm so thankful. I appreciate it for all the people who take care of me, all the people who helped me through all this process. I wish I had something I can give to them, but one day God is going to provide, and He's going to be able to give, and I'm thankful for that.
How do you feel like your game's improved just through 5 games this season?
Yeah, but I feel like my game's improved. I've been working on getting my jump shot more consistent and then just playing better defense. And I feel like I showed that in the Ohio game when I got in. So I just want to keep on building on that as the season goes on.
Yeah, after the Ohio game, Coach Cal said that without you, they don't win that game. So was it feel, or how gratifying is it to hear that from Coach?
I mean, it feels good, but I'm not going to be satisfied with that. I want to keep getting better and keep showing people what I can do. It felt good for him to say that, but I just want to stay ready for when my number is called and I get in the game to just prove what I can do.
Callan said last week that there's not like a set lineup for this team. It's more of like what the matchups are, how the game's going, and just to be ready when your number is called. Do you think you've been up to that challenge this season?
For sure. As you can see, I'm not starting, but I'm not. That weighed down on me. But I'm just waiting, like you said, on my number to be called, and then when I get in, just play hard and come in with a lot of energy, defend, and just stay focused.
Yeah, we started to see you more in like a 4, even the small 5 position. Is there somewhere you prefer? You do prefer to be down on the post or out on the perimeter or anywhere?
I don't really, wherever coach puts me on the court, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I just want to be on the court just to help my team get the W. But I don't really have a preferred position. Whatever he wants me to do, I'll do.
What did you learn from some of the more experienced forwards on the team, like Oscar or Keon? What type of advice have they given you?
Keon just telling me to stay focused and just be ready for when my number's called. That's the biggest thing. He knows I'm a good player and he knows that I should be on the court, but this is basically like his team because he's been here for 3 years, so I know I'm just looking up to him, and I'm just trying to figure out the way and better ways I can get better. So when my number's called, I can just perform.
How do you think some of the other freshmen have been, I guess, just evolving with you, with Ty and Damien?
Yeah, they've been doing good. Damien and Ty, they've been doing good. I mean, you can see Ty, he's playing out there comfortable. Damien's playing comfortable. We're just trying to fit into our roles, and whatever coach wants us to do, we're trying to do that.
I guess Severe was talking last week about how Coach Kyle sat everyone down at the beginning of the season and told you all your specific roles in this team. What did he say that your role is this season?
He said my role is just to sprint up the court, be a good defender, get rebounds, and then attack the basket. He says if I can attack the basket, he wants me to get fouled and go to the free throw line, and then he also wants me to create plays for other players. So those are the roles that he told me to do.
Do you feel like you satisfied that role?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Coming into the season, you started getting all this hype out of nowhere from the media during preseason. I guess, what was your just reaction to that? How do you think you've handled all that?
I just tried to stay focused. I mean, it felt good for them to be talking about me, but I just want to stay focused on what the team, what I need to do for the team, and what makes the team better. So it was good to hear that, but I just want to stay focused on the team.
North Florida, they're 1-5. A lot of people say this is a tune-up game. Is this more? Are these early season games more the team trying to focus on itself rather than the opponent, or is that something that you can find yourself getting caught up in and being in a situation where you're tied with Ohio late in the game?
I would just say, like you said, it's just the team trying to focus on itself, what we can do to get better. We just want to stick to our game plan. So when the season goes on and we're playing tougher teams like in the SEC, we're just ready for that. So we just want to tune up some things that we're not doing so great right now and just be prepared for when we'll have harder games in the season later on.